Welcome to today's live show. Remember to smash up that like button on your way in, everybody, because we got an important show tonight. Hello, crypto legends. How is everybody doing, guys? Let's analyze the situation here all together, because today we have the news coming out, the official news, supposedly, unless the Security Exchange Commission does not get hacked again on their X account, and we see another fake news coming out. Hey, just imagine that. Now that would be absolutely incredible, right? Seeing another fake news just now in the next coming hours before the official news is out. My goodness, it's going to be absolutely crazy. Guys, quick reminder here, because I am lagging in likes, okay, and I need your insane support. So please smash up that like button. It's the only thing that you need to do. And we are going to go today through some very important stuff that is going on. We are also taking a look at Ethereum, because Ethereum is looking very, very spicy. However, does that mean that Ethereum is going to get an explosive breakout? Well, it really all depends on Bitcoin. I'm going to explain the several scenarios that could happen with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, but there is one chart, of course, that we've been talking about through several weeks here, which is the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. And Ethereum could be very much getting ready to outperform Bitcoin, as Bitcoin has already got the rally. We're having the ETF, possible approval or not, today. And maybe it's time for Ethereum to shine after all of the attention has gone to Bitcoin. Very possibly the attention will be going to Ethereum in the coming weeks. We did create here a double bottom kind of confirmation, you would arguably discuss, because you tapped yesterday the low here from June of 2022, and we actually created a big bounce in between yesterday and today. Does this mean that Ethereum, it's the time for Ethereum to shine, where it is going to go all the way up to $3,500, which would be a similar move that Bitcoin has done during the last few months, coming all the way up to the value area high of 2021 and 2022, getting very close to the 618 Fibonacci from the highs to the lows. Is that the path for Ethereum in the next coming weeks? It is very much possible, guys. We'll be going through here some interesting scenarios, of course, going with the technical analysis here with Bitcoin. I gotta say that I got stopped out in a long trade today. It was trying to long here at this consolidation, got wicked out, managed to enter a long position here, not at the best level, not with the best amount of capital, but overall managed to get into this long, because overall I think that we are going to have at least a jump to $46,200. I'm going to explain the reason why in this live stream. But first of all, let's go through the comment section, right? We will go in order. We will go through some really interesting, stuff that is going on here on X. And also, we'll be going through Ethereum and we'll be going through Bitcoin. I'm going to keep it here organized with Bitcoin, giving you my opinion, then going to Ethereum, and then we'll be taking a look at some news here. Then we'll be taking a look at some altcoins, okay? So let's go right away through the comment section. Let's keep this live stream a little bit organized, but I want to say hello to the community first of all before we go to the Bitcoin technical analysis. It's all a bit spicy, Jason. Yes, you damn well it is. Andy, can I ask you if you deem a respondable question, okay? A respondable question here. Crypto tax. I understand in the UK that I have to pay 20% of profits over my initial investment. Well, let me just give you a little tax non-financial advice. You only pay tax when you change it to your local currency, right? In the case of me, it would be euros. In the case of you, it will be pounds. once you do change it to pounds and you put it in your bank account, well, that is obviously when you want to pay that 20% tax. Then you have, then you cannot do anything about it. You have to pay the tax, and that is it. As long as you maintain it in Bitcoin, Ethereum, in crypto in general, right? Stable coins. Well, obviously, you cannot pay tax on something that you have not withdrawn to your bank account, okay? Of course, at the end of the day, you have to pay your tax if you change it to pounds and you put it in your bank account. It is simple as that. So why not have it in crypto? Wink, wink, right? So anyway, Daniel, how are you doing? Or actually move to somewhere else where you're not going to pay that tax, which is probably going to be my case in the next coming months, because I am out of here. Anyway, hacked account, no approval for ETF. Yes, sir, that is true. But today we do have the real announcement, okay? And that is the speculation that it's going to be in between 4 and 6 p.m. Eastern time, okay, in the US. So we'll be taking a look at that. That is in several hours from now, but let's just get ready for possible scenarios here with the TA, all right? And talking about, basically what is going on. Here, we got several things that I want to talk about with you. Obviously, most importantly, the Bitcoin technical analysis, the education on technical analysis, which is most important for me. Yo, Dippin, how is it going? Jason, David, Combat Skill, good evening. Simon, yo, Simon, how are you doing? Simon knows that I got stopped out today. He is in the Legends community. We talked about a long setup, not playing out too well. We got a bit of a nasty wick to the downside, dipping beneath $44,600. It was a bit of punchy right there. We needed a little bit of confirmation. Looks like that we held that level very nicely, and we could be on the path finally to 46,200. Let's see if we do manage to hit that level. That's why you got bearish divergence on the chart, says Santos. The ETF will be approved. Price will SFP the highs and then dump to $30,000, says Charles. I like that prediction. I really actually do like that prediction. So ETF approved. You got the ultimate pump, and you got here the whales, the big money that are thinking, right, spot on, Gary Gensler, because we got this one all ready to actually get out from the market, right? We did get this pump. Thank you, Gary. So we can actually unload, millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. Even, I would say, even easily a couple of billion, right? There could be a couple of billion on a move like this on Bitcoin. This was over a $3,000 drop. Okay, so 3,500. You need a big truck of cash to make this kind of move. So, you know what is curious? What is curious is, what is this? Oh, I had a chart here ready, but for some reason it is not here ready. We'll try and search this BTC ETF. Yeah, it was something curious about basically when he tweeted that. Okay, we'll go through that right away on the chart, because what I want to explain is the tweets that he made. All right, okay, he or the hacker or whatever, are you going to believe it? Was it hacked? They definitely recovered the account very quickly, which was very curious. But overall, the approval was right over there on the tweet, got the massive pump. And when they said that the Twitter account, okay, the X account was hacked, was right over here. So, when they said that it was hacked and it was not approved, the dump already happened. And that is what is really fishy. That is what's really fishy. Some kind of insider job here, because you would say, okay, ETF is not approved. We got our account hacked. Dump created based on the news. However, there were people absolutely incredibly dumping the price already, and then after we got the tweet saying, it was compromised, it was hacked. So all of that selling pressure already happened. Yeah, this is a bit fishy. This is definitely a bit fishy, guys, and I don't like it one single bit. It's been very, very fun to see. You know, we love crypto. We love seeing the volatility. Obviously, this is not good. This is something that I don't know what's going to end up with this, but I think he should resign and get lost, because yeah, this is not acceptable. Anyway, we'll go through some other things here. Let's go through the comment section, because I want to say hello to the community as always. 50k this week, says Wonder Sound. It's something that, you know, yeah, I'm not too sure. We probably can get a leg up here, getting above yesterday's highs, down up to 50k. It's definitely possible. But no doubt that a corrective move is just very likely in the coming weeks, okay? I do see a push up, one more leg up here to claim those highs, especially if it is approved, the ETF, and then look for the major drop, look for the major crash. I do have here a small percentage. I do have one Bitcoin here ready to actually sell. I have one Bitcoin here to sell. If we do get above $48,000, heading to $50,000, I would be happy to actually sell some Bitcoin, okay? One Bitcoin basically here, and maybe use that Bitcoin to buy Ethereum. However, what I am very much aware of, if Bitcoin does get a huge major drop in the coming weeks, possible large corrective move, I mean, Ethereum, no matter how much attention Ethereum will get affected by a corrective move, okay? It's just inevitable. So possibly turn it into stable coins, US dollar tether in this case, and then look to buy once we have that corrective move in the coming weeks. Saludos desde Denver, Colorado. J Corona, how are you doing? There was no hawk. They are manipulating the markets for their friends. Yes, this is very much a possibility. This was what we were talking about, that the tweet, once it was launched, it was after the drop, okay? And you might think, hey, that should have dropped as soon as you tweeted that the Twitter account was compromised. That's when you should have had the fear, the drop. This means there were big players here already knowing what was what was happening, and they actually dumped, okay, the price already. So what do we know by that? Does this mean that, yes, it's going to get approved? They are going to take advantage of the FOMO of retail so they can unload their Bitcoin that they have been buying at $25,000, $30,000. You know, they're already making, 50% profits, all right? And even 70 to 80% if they bought, at this $25,000 range, to unload at the highest level possible. I'm going to sell a small percentage. I'm going to sell one Bitcoin. If it goes higher, then it doesn't matter. It's just a small percentage, because I was one of them that has been buying, during all this entire range during 2022, the beginning of 2023. I was DCAing quite aggressively, and why not take a bit of profits, right? It could skyrocket. It's only a small percentage, but overall we need to take profits. Markets are pumping. We got the possibility of ETF approval going to almost $50,000. I'm going to sell one Bitcoin if we do get above $48,000 today. I'll be happy, because, yeah, will we push all the way up to $60,000 in the next coming days? I don't think so. It might wick up to 52K, but I don't think we're going to have a massive God candle. And if that were to be the case, well, it doesn't matter. It was, we have to DCA out a little bit, right? We need to take some profits, right, based on our holdings. So I will be very much happy to use that to turn it into Ethereum. We'll go through that right away. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining, Pac-Man. I can see here we have DeVault as well. Hello, legend. How are you doing? Destroy the like button for Andy. Yes, sir. Making this a little bit of a show right now. Let's go organized. I'm going to go through Bitcoin. Moon Boot Boy, thank you very much for joining, Seb. Got my moderators already giving power. I take my profits and go to the casino. Crypto is like a casino, right? Unless you're here for the tech and you're here for the long term, right? Altcoins, small cap coins are a bit more like a casino. My hex went up to 80% on the fake news, lol. Yes, I also bought some HEC. I do have a small bag of HEX, and it did go up quite a lot today, something like 30%. So glad I bought some HEX, okay, just for the speculation to see what happens, because it can have its own life. Anyway, Cullen, Andy, you're the man. Excited to hear your thoughts. I actually longed this morning and made my 1%, so I am sitting on my hands now. Absolutely wonderful. Right, let's take a look at the Bitcoin price. What's up, Jamie? I'll go through the comment section, guys. Let's go through the pure technical analysis. Let's do a quick reminder on where we at currently. Why are we starting to face a massive area of resistance? Let's just do a quick reminder on the charts, because I do not want anybody surprised that the market could be topping out here at the 48.50k levels, right? No surprise at all based on the technicals. What are the technicals saying? That we are hitting the value area high of entire 2021 and 2022. Okay, not entire, part of 2021 and part of 2022. Actually, this was from January. So yeah, 2021 and part of 2022 right there. This consolidation range from the last cycle. And what we can see is that value area high is just around about this $48,500. Also, what do we have? The most respected Fibonacci retracement, the 618. We were basically just about $500 away from hitting it. We know what happened on the previous cycle. We got a major rejection from the 618 from highs to lows. Of course, this time might be different. This time we might blast through. We might front run it. However, it is data. We know that 618 is the most powerful Fibonacci. We need to take it into consideration. So this is definitely a very technical level that the market is facing right now. Bitcoin is facing that huge technical resistance on the higher time frame. So moving forward from that, on the lower time frame, what is going on here on Bitcoin? So we did get, the volatility from the news yesterday. And right now, what we did have during the last few hours during today, where I did get stopped out on one trade, guys, was coming down here to swing failure pattern from the lows of the news. So you're kind of filling the wick, right? So you get a move down, dead cat bounce, you fill the wick, okay? That is the target zones for the bears. Bears are happy because they managed, okay, to move the price all the way down to that low, where we got that pretty nice bounce during the last few hours, pumping over $1,000. Very, very nice. And could we expect higher? I'm going to say absolutely yes. I was expecting the bounce to be a bit more powerful entering into the news, okay? Just in a few hours, we got the official announcement. I'm going to say it is around about 6 hours. In between 5 and 6 hours from now, we should be having the official news. So we are still in by the rumor stage, right? What if it is approved and we get a massive pump, right? So maybe, there could be a little bit of hype, during these last few hours and the next coming hours. What if, bam, 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 approved, we get the massive pump. Then obviously people are likely wanting to unload if we were to break above this high. We don't know how powerful that pump can be, guys, okay? But very likely there's a lot of selling orders here at this range, basically to take some profit. So you could have some, very, very nasty wick here. Pump, dump, pump. Kind of a double top right there, right? Swing failure pattern from these highs. Now, technical analysis here. I'm going to explain a scenario that I got into a trade today. I basically got stopped out from a long trading setup from this wick right over here. I liked this wick over here. We were having some bullish CVD divergence. I was pretty confident saying, I like this trade. I think we're going to get a rise here to claim these highs right over here, which is the bullish CVD divergence target. And we had an SFP from the local lows, okay, of this mini range. And I was attempting that long position to get all the way up here to around about 46,200, right? So we got the wick, we got above this low, that was my level here for entry, and then we got the bounce and then got stopped out here with this wick. Then I waited patiently to see, all right, I'm not getting in any long positions here. I want some sideways action. I want to fill this wick, see how the price reacts. We get that level hit, for a few minutes, then got the recovery, then that is an official swing failure pattern, right? A double bottom. You filled the wick. Now we have a possibility in moving to higher levels. So this is why I entered also in a long position at that zone after creating that swing failure pattern, after getting stopped out. It was another attempt. If I would have got stopped out from this attempt, then obviously I would have, not traded anymore, because if I get stopped out twice in a day, I don't want to trade anymore. Close the computer. Tomorrow's another day. Remember, guys, for all of you here watching the stream, if you are interested in trading, you do have some experience, Bybit is the #1 place to go. You have a 20% fee discount now with the link. Okay, we've added this as the bonus. Apart from that $30,000 worth of bonus, 20% fee discount by signing up through Bybit, link down below in the description. Continuing right away with the analysis, no doubt that we're starting to face a little bit of resistance at the moment. Why? We do have the monthly level, this purple horizontal line here at 45,500. This was a monthly level created many months ago. Let's just quickly do that recap of that monthly level, which is right over here. It is the monthly close and open from March and April, right over here, of 2022, right? The close and open. So it is a significant level to have on the chart. Zooming back in here on the lower time frames, we've got another reason why this is a bit of resistance. We do have the point of control from that consolidation between yesterday and today. We got a bit of a high volume node, and this is where the price is, tackling that level. The monthly, the point of control. However, I would expect the price to actually get a leg up. It is very likely. The dead cat bounce highs from yesterday's dump on the news were not claimed during yesterday and today. We almost tapped the level. We were a few dollars off, and there is unfinished business at that high. It's like, I don't like a high like this from a dead cat bounce that has not been claimed, right? If it would have been claimed, I possibly wouldn't be that bullish at this range. But as it was not claimed with these movements to the upside, it's like, come on, we need to get at least that wick to the upside to claim that level. Now, it's going to be interesting, guys. I'm not too sure if the price is going to manage to come all the way up to the highs of yesterday. You might think that if the ETF is approved, this needs to happen, right? If the official announcement is out and it is approved, we should be getting a much larger candle than this one. And I personally think that we could be coming all the way up to this high. However, we're going to have to be watching, okay? Hopefully it's going to be after the news, guys, but we got some huge, massive resistance based on yesterday's price action, okay? Not only yesterday, also from the 8th. This is a massive range of consolidation formed on Monday and on Tuesday. And when we go to the session volume profile or the fixed volume profile from this range, we do have a high volume node right there. High volume nodes from, these days are very, very important from a consolidation, right? So you don't have that previous day point of control, high volume node range from this area. And this high volume range, okay, high volume node from this range is also with the 618 Fibonacci, okay, from this pivot high to the pivot low. We have the 61865 Fibonacci retracement at that point of control from this consolidation. So no doubt that we do have some resistance at this zone that we need to pay attention, okay? Will it manage to break through here very solidly with the ETF news, or we might even not going to reach that level? We're probably already topped out and we're going to go to lower levels. But it's definitely a level to take into consideration, because if you fail to move above this level, you're probably going to have a pretty epic drop after hitting it, if you especially get a reaction and consolidate. Something curious as well, an important level that we have been getting resistance in between today and yesterday is that yearly level, guys. The yearly level, it's the yearly close of 2021 and the open of 2022. This level is exactly at $46,200. And this level was acting as resistance yesterday after the major drop, okay? After the major drop, you can see here in the green, this level over here, that's the yearly level. It was acting as resistance. This is, making me doubt that this could be obviously the topping range. This could be the topping range. We're just getting a bit of volatility above the yearly level. And that's basically it. Maybe the top is in with yesterday's pump, especially if the ETF is not approved. Then forget about that possible quick pump here, because if the ETF is denied, then you would expect already the price to start, getting the major cascade drop to the downside, and there will be no pump, guys. So I'm very tempted to sell that spot Bitcoin. If we were to get the drop, then it doesn't matter. We're just going to have to hodl, okay, till we actually, get into the bull run in the next coming months. But we obviously want to sell at the highest levels. And if we were to get that pump in the coming hours, I would be happy to sell on the pump that Bitcoin to possibly buy some Ethereum in the coming weeks. So why buy Ethereum in the coming weeks? Something curious about Ethereum. And I mean, if Bitcoin drops, Ethereum will drop as well. As long as Bitcoin is consolidating, then Ethereum can have the run. But I think Bitcoin is very much ready for a possible drop, okay? Maybe in the coming days, maybe today. Who knows, right? We are ready for a possible large corrective move. And Ethereum will follow. But that is not the main reason. If Ethereum were to get a drop here, all right, and come down to the $2,000 area, that is where we have the value area low of 2021 and 2022, right? This range over here, value area low, where we have been getting some of that resistance here and rejecting very, very nicely during, 2022. Also here in 2023, getting a bit of movement up, but not too powerful. Well, if Ethereum were to get that corrective move, I would be very much interested in allocating, getting some Ethereum at this range. And it's not based only on the Ethereum chart. It is more based on the Ethereum BTC chart, where, like I said, I've been mentioning this for several weeks already. The moment we tap beneath the A level here on an ABC, that is the moment of interest to flip some Bitcoin into Ethereum, because there will be a moment where Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin in the next coming months, okay? So you got a possibility of making more gains holding Ethereum than actually holding Bitcoin. This is the whole reason here where I would flip, okay, one entire Bitcoin into several Ethereum to hold for the next coming months. So that is my theory here, looking at the possibilities. It's very, very similar to the previous cycle as well, where you do have that wick, drop, B, C getting beneath A. That is the moment you're of interest. As you can see, Ethereum very much outperforming during 2020 and 2021 Bitcoin. And I think something very, very similar will happen in between 2024 and 2025, where we'll be seeing Ethereum outperforming at some stage Bitcoin, okay? This is why it will be better to hold Ethereum during those months in the near future, right? In the next coming months. So let's go right away. I want to go quick break here to go through the comment section to say hello to the rest of the community. 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕 just put higher fees on their system. Yes, they did do that a few weeks ago. I mean, obviously, I know a lot of people cannot trade on Bybit. I think the fees on 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕 are very, very similar. I think they all have a lot of similar fees out there right now. 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕, there was a moment that 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕, the fees that they had a few months ago were silly. Me and the legends, we were talking about, making so many different scalps and be defensive. You can be extremely defensive with your stop loss at break even, that the fees were so low. It was like having free trades all the time. The fees have gone up significantly. I think they all have very, very similar fees. Bybit, BingX, BITFLEX, BITFLEX at the moment has an insane bonus of up to $68,000. I mean, you have to follow the steps here. It's a deposit bonus, of course, and you need to follow the steps, but that bonus is absolutely crazy. $68,000 worth of bonus on BITFLEX. So you got those links obviously to trade on these platforms. For me, number one has always been Bybit, but if you cannot, trade on Bybit because of restrictions, you got, multiple options here with no KYC. And yeah, 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗃𝗧 did put the fees up quite a lot. It is what it is. It was just for the time being. It was very good to scalp on 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗃𝗧 just a few months ago, but yeah, cheap fees are no longer available on 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗃𝗧, so it is what it is. I think it's approved officially this time. I think it's approved officially this time. We got someone in the comment section saying, I think it's officially approved this time. The ETF, are you serious? There is a chart that I want to talk about right now, and that is the S&P 500, guys. We need to take a look at the S&P 500, take it into consideration. If S&P is bullish, then we're all good, right? There's been massive correlation with the S&P and Bitcoin during many years, all right? Not instant correlation, but overall, if the market is bullish on the S&P, then it's good for Bitcoin as well. We are back testing the all-time high from 2022, all right? We are back testing the level at this moment. It looks a little bit punchy. It is punching that resistance, all right? This is all-time high from 2022 on the S&P 500. This white horizontal line is exactly that all-time high. And we are right now back testing that level, okay? So we are getting a reaction. We are sitting beneath that level. Will the S&P 500 manage to break through here the back test of all-time high of 2022? Definitely a possibility for the moment, getting a little bit of a reaction here at this level. If we were to break through, obviously it will be looking pretty bullish to come back and create new all-time highs. For the moment, S&P 500 is at a resistance, the back test of 2022 all-time high. So we're just going to have to be waiting here to see, if it's going to manage to break through this level. So far, it is resistance. And another chart that I want to point out here is the DXY. DXY, I am worried. We are definitely getting a reaction from this level. And this reaction right there that we've been having for several days now, almost an entire week right over here at this level, it's just a basic support and resistance flip. We are flipping the support right there into resistance. It's getting a major reaction. You could arguably discuss it could be forming a kind of a choppy diamond pattern right there, and it can get the pullback. Obviously this would be good for Bitcoin, but if we flip here, breakout from this resistance, we're breaking from a descending channel here for the last few months. It ain't going to be looking good, guys. I mean, I know we've been talking about this for a long time, but we've been at resistance for 1 week. So very boring for the moment, but this for me is a crucial level on the DXY. You might think, who cares about the DXY? Bitcoin ETF. It's probably in confluence of Bitcoin possibly topping out and the DXY bottoming out here, the dollar index, and getting a breakout here and possibly getting a rally in the coming weeks. It might be in confluence. For the moment, it is at resistance. If DXY does manage to break down from here, then we've got a possible retest of the lows to see if we can manage to break down here. I'm not too sure. I'm not that bearish on the DXY, to be honest. I do see the possibility of breaking here resistance, and you know the deal. We are at one of the strongest support levels here on the DXY, which is value area high of 2015 to 2022. We did get supported from this value area high here during 2023, as you can see. Right now we broke the bearish structure, and now could this be a higher low right there, and we're ready to break through. In doubt here for a possible reversal on the DXY. People forget about DXY, but when Bitcoin starts dropping, and DXY starts pumping here, breaking resistance, you know, people are going to forget, and then they'll come to the DXY and say, oh yeah, well, yeah, no, DXY got some strength here during the last few weeks. Then, you know, obviously it's not good for the markets and Bitcoin in general. So just a warning sign, guys, here. Possibly in the coming days, we could get that breakout from this very strong level of resistance. It could happen, and this is extremely important, not only because it's this support level flipping into resistance, it's because you're breaking a downtrend channel here. And on the macro, this could be a higher low right there. And if we start breaking through, you know the deal, right? We'll be heading all the way up to these highs at 106. And this ain't gonna be good for Bitcoin. Maybe everything is aligning for Bitcoin to top out and the DXY to finally start a new uptrend for the next coming weeks and months, right? Something to be aware of, guys. I know, I'm sure that not many people are talking about this. You know, people are too distracted with the ETF, DXY, dollar index. You know, it's the reserve currency. Bitcoin ain't the world reserve currency. It's the dollar still. So we need to take it into consideration, because if we have a strong dollar, then that means, you know, weak other assets, right? You know, such as the markets, Bitcoin in general. Let's go through comment section right away. I messed up horribly yesterday and I'm now paying the price. It happens. Don't tell me, 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕, that you FOMO'd long Bitcoin. Please. No. Anyway, new to the channel, very informative. What do you think of ADA and where do you think it's going? Wow. Okay, we can do some altcoin TA, of course. Altcoin TA for the community, of course. TA in demand. And yeah, ADA, no doubt that ADA had a beautiful rally during the last few months, and I think this is you know, we are basically in the corrective structure. Possibly ADA is going to be quite corrective during the next coming weeks, especially if Bitcoin does get a corrective move. But overall, I expect ADA to create a higher low in between 35 cents and 45 cents basically. This would be kind of the ultimate zone here for ADA to bottom out if we were to continue this corrective structure. And if we go sideways, it's no doubt going to be a great buying zone, because I think this is the disbelief rally from the start of the bull run. We're going to get a bit of, you know, a bit of difficult weeks ahead, guys. Trust me, there will be difficult weeks ahead where people will think that this was it. The Bitcoin price topped out, and we're going to have to see some bottom formations. We're going to have to see, you know, we will see it on the chart when a price is bottoming out, okay? Just like what happened here. Double bottom, it looked very good. We did live streams during the last couple of months, you know, on ADA, on Polkadot, on a lot of them saying, guys, we got a massive double bottom. We are likely going to break lower high resistance, and it happened, right, during November and December. We are going to have to be a little bit patient, guys, because there is an ultimate bearish case scenario here for Bitcoin based on the, you know, of the cycle, basically on the 10-year cycle that Bitcoin has had. There is a bearish case scenario because, you know, there is the possibility of this being an A wave, this being a B wave. And, you know, I think it's the most unlikely scenario, but there could be something planned, okay? Maybe the leaders, the Illuminati, or whoever you want to think are above us, maybe they have a plan to absolutely destroy the markets in the next coming months. And we might be seeing a bit more of a bearish move to the downside. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it could be a possibility. I would not be surprised if that were to be the case, because Bitcoin, no doubt that Bitcoin has been in a multi-year uptrend, okay? And maybe this could be a topping point. Maybe this could be a B wave right there, and we are going to enter a much larger bear market, all right? Because you know the deal. Hype is real. Do you think right now people buying Bitcoin, you know, are going to double, triple their money in just 1 year right now? Do you think that is going to happen? You know, it's like easy money, right? Everybody's hyped up. ETF, you know, is this going to happen? You know, I remember following the steps of the cycle from the previous cycle, and yeah, that played out very nicely. Will it play out this time? You know, something curious about, you know, the CME futures. Do you know when it was launched? Of course, this is a totally different case because you could short the market officially for, you know, institutions. Bitcoin could be shorted officially late 2017. CME futures was active, and that is when the bear market started. Right now, we have something slightly different. We have spot Bitcoin ETF just about to be approved right there. You know, it's like, institutions, you know, when institutions come, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure if I should trust them. You know, you couldn't trust them here because they could short with billions of dollars. Right now, it's different. The main reason why it's different because it's a spot Bitcoin ETF. There's no shorting going on here with the leverage. You either buy the ETF, you buy Bitcoin, spot Bitcoin to back up that ETF, or nothing. You can short here for the last 5 years Bitcoin. For over 5 years, 5-6 years, you can actually short it on the market. So this is why this is a little bit different. But anyway, it's a bit fishy, right? After this major rally, you get CME futures live right now, ETF live after a major rally already of over 200% during the last 12 months. Like I said, I'm ready to sell, you know, a small chunk, right? I'm ready to sell a little bit here because, you know, something that you know, it is aligning too well to that level of resistance, right? As well, 618 Fibonacci from the all-time high to the low, something to take into consideration as well, guys. You know, I don't want to be the ultimate bear right now, okay, but it's just something to take into consideration. 618 major rejection, 618, we are basically, you know, at that zone already. We're going to be a little bit cautious. Be cautious, guys, with our investments. Now, let's continue here through the comment section. ETF approved, really? I think we don't have any official announcement yet, guys. If there is any official announcement, let me know right away. You know, shall we go to the Security Exchange Commission Twitter? Or we probably can't even rely, you know, on this Twitter, right? Shall we go to Gary Gensler's Twitter account or the Security Exchange Commission account? Can we trust them? They were hacked yesterday. We cannot even trust them on X. It would have to be an official statement on their website. But anyway, let's go right away through the different things. You know, something curious. 15 years ago, 𝗕𝗵𝗴𝗫 tweeted this: running Bitcoin. I think, you know, he was definitely involved in the development of Bitcoin. Some people say he was Satoshi Nakamoto. And he posted this tweet exactly 15 years ago on the 10th of January of 2009. You know, is this a sign? Is it a sign that, you know, the ETF, you know, if you are a conspiracy theorist, right, and believe in the alignment of the planets and stuff like that, you know, maybe it's today, the 10th of January, where 𝗕𝗵𝗴𝗫, you know, did actually post running Bitcoin. You know, the day that the ETF is going to be approved 15 years later, right? Something curious here to point out. Breaking. Just in. Bloomberg said Bitcoin ETF approval likely at 4:06 p.m. today. This is Eastern time. All right, here we go. Look at this. You got to love Twitter with a cup of coffee. X. You got to love X. To look at, you know, the different memes and news and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, Bloomberg ETF approval today, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern time. This should be round about 4 to 6 hours from now. 4 to 6 hours from now, possible approval. I mean, they're saying approval, you know, it's happening. I'm not too sure, guys. What happens if it's not? What happens if it's not approved, guys? Where is Bitcoin going? Let's ask the community right away on a poll. ETF approved, yes or not? ETS approval. Today. Yes or no, guys? Let me know right away on the poll. I put Ethereum. BTC, not Ethereum. Ethereum approval today. Yes or no? Let me know on the poll. We're 1,200 people watching the stream right now. We can get a banging poll here to see what does the herd think about the Bitcoin ETF approval. Yes or no, legends? Right. King Crown, there you have him. Look at this. Right. What else? Tired of this ETF BS? Oh my God. Yes, we all tired, but we need to take it into consideration. Come on. We need to take it into consideration. I wish I could ignore all of this, but it's, it's reflected, it's reflected on the price. Massive pump and dump, yesterday. We need to take it into consideration. Bitcoin right now struggling at the monthly. My goodness. What will happen? Struggling at the monthly. Technical analysis, during the next coming hours is going to be a little bit irrelevant on the moment of the news, because technical analysis still new is still good, obviously, with the news, because I shorted this drop. This is basically a failed breakout from the highs. Technical analysis is still technical analysis regarding the news, but there will be a few hours where it's going to be very difficult. I do not know how explosive the pump can be. I don't know how aggressive the drop can be. I don't know. What we do know is that we have certain levels on the chart where the price can recover from, right? Or, if it is approved and we fail to break this pump, I think this would be a very interesting shorting level if you get a fast wick rejection, because this is the kind of pump and failed breakout from the highs that could take you all the way down to eat up all of the lows right there. It definitely can happen on the real news event and get a $6,000 drop. I remember back in 2021 when Bitcoin used to have $5,000 moves, even up to $10,000 moves in a matter of 24, 48 hours. Of course, this was when Elon Musk was involved, right? Tesla is accepting Bitcoin for payment. Bang, we get an $8,000 pump. It was like, woo, my goodness. So I think, we are in this environment right now where we can see those $5,000 moves, up or down, 5,000, 8,000. So I would not be surprised if it is approved and you swing failure pattern from those highs, creating a failed breakout, this could absolutely drop all the way down to eat up all of these lows. It's possible. Yesterday, we did actually talk about this. We did talk about, hey, maybe we have the pump and then the dump on yesterday's live stream, not the one that we created with the account hacked. But when we were consolidating at this range, we very much talked about the possibilities. You get the approval, you get the massive drop, creating that swing failure pattern to eat up, the lows. So similar scenario, right? Similar scenario. FOMO approved. I think maybe the people are, maybe they see that, it's not going to happen this time. People learn. I learned a few years ago. Maybe people are learning and they might think, maybe we're not even going to hit those highs. Who knows? Will be interesting, guys. Once the news is out, like I said, in that same moment where the news is launched, the TA is really not, is not anything at the moment of the volatility. Of course, once the news happens, right, a few minutes afterwards, you can take some levels into consideration to then take an informed decision. Yeah, the good old dildo candle, says Nick. Yes, sir. Retail investors got effed, says Santos. Yes, they did. Basketballs. You think they are delaying to liquidate longs, but short has more liquidations at $50,000 now. Something curious when we do take a look at the liquidation map here on Bybit. Bybit has a lot of liquidity of longs, okay, at 44,200, also at 43,300. We've got over 100 million in liquidations there. Not too much on Binance, looking at the range here. So, yeah, Still quite a lot of long liquidations here below $44,000. On Bybit, it is looking quite spicy. There's a lot of liquidity here at the $43,000 range. So something to take into consideration. I would expect that liquidity to be eaten up at some point, whether we do create a pump to the highs or maybe get resistance at point of control. So just imagine hype. A lot of people expecting the highs to be hit. Boom, boom, boom. Volatility here. Bang. It's definitely also something to take into consideration. I'm going to take this level into consideration in between today and tomorrow, right? Especially here once the news comes out. It could get smashed. It could hit the level. It could get, that volatility. And then you're possibly looking for a dump. It's definitely a crucial technical level that needs to be broken if we want to see higher. It's the point of control of this entire consolidation of the last few days. It's the 618 Fibonacci. It's just a big level that the price could reject from. Need to take it into consideration. So anyway, let's continue here with some stuff. We can continue with TA, possibly some altcoins. We got 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕 here saying ETF is rejected. If we had some official news out, I think we would see a little bit more volatility, right? We got, hey, stop it. You guys in the comment section. ETF approved, ETF rejected. Stop it. No. We need an official announcement. And please not let it be the Securities Exchange Commission, okay, on the X account, because we can't even rely on that. So, yeah, guys, if it is rejected or approved, we're going to see more volatility than what we've been having the last few hours, okay? So it ain't nothing, either approved or rejected. It's coming out in the coming hours, all right? In between 4 and 6 hours from now, we will have the official announcement. No, it's fake. Yes. ETF rejected. 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗕𝗕𝗓. Anyway, let's continue here right away, guys. If you're enjoying the live stream, the show, talking about different things, technical analysis, talking about some interesting facts here, make sure to destroy that like button, guys. Make sure to destroy it. Share some love here. And we are going to continue here with the fee, okay, of the ETF war, okay, the war that they're having on the fees, right? BlackRock, Bitcoin ETF fee is down to 0.25%. ARK follows at 0.21%. Bitwise with the lowest at 0.2%. They are fighting because they know that they're going to have big money coming in to buy those ETFs, and they're going to get a big portion of the commissions. So they are fighting in between each other because they know the wave of demand that is going to come not only in the coming weeks, in the coming months, of course. So they're fighting to get the lowest percentage on commission there because they know they're going to get millions of dollars of commission by buying spot ETF, okay? There will be billions of dollars of big money coming in, okay, for the ETF. And they're just having a fee fight, right? I've got the lowest. No, me, now me. Because they know they're gonna make bank by having this this asset, obviously. So let's continue here. This is something curious here from TA Analyst. Shout out to him. Curious similar price action from 2015. Very, very similar. It's very, very similar. 2014, sorry, price action. I don't know. This is just pure speculation, really. But it's just fun to see, actually, how the movements are a little bit similar. They're not identical. Could we be forming a rejection here down to the low $30,000 and consolidate into an ascending triangle in the next coming months, entering into the halving? Absolutely, yes, guys. Halving date is just 100 days away, guys. 100 days away, and we have the Bitcoin halving. We have an election year that is usually bullish for the markets. It is usually bullish. Anything can happen. ETF approval. Is it a topping signal, guys? Let me just take a look at the poll here right away. BTC approval today, yes or no, guys? We are more people here watching the stream. I would like to know your opinion if you do think that the BTC spot Bitcoin ETF is going to be approved today. BTC ETF approval today, yes or no? We have 67% saying yes, it is going to get approved today. Very interesting. We got 33% of people saying that no, it is not going to get approved. Get ready for the dumpy action during the next coming days, as we are going to see the ETF not approved. Let's go through some altcoin technical analysis here, legends. I wonder if Andy will see the super chat, or okay, yeah, I will see the super chat. Let's go right away. I can see the super chat here from Basketballs. I like it. Jim Cramer said BTC topped out, lol. Oh my goodness, yes, I remember that. He said that yesterday or the last 2 days. If he says it's topped out, then I think we're going to have another high at least, right? He's like the perfect indicator, right, to go against. Now, if he says the market is bearish, then obviously we're looking for a major pump. If he says that the market is, you know, looking a bit, you know, toppy, then obviously we're looking for another high. If he's bullish, you know, he actually, when was this? He actually came out on, I can't remember right now. Was it Bloomberg or something? He came out and said, you know, Bitcoin is unstoppable. It is bullish. This was exactly on the 2nd of January, sorry. He came out on the 2nd of January, Jim Cramer, to say, hey, Bitcoin is unstoppable. We had a $5,000 drop just the next day. How crazy was that? He's like the perfect indicator. So the last couple of days, I think, you know, in between, you know, probably Monday and Tuesday, he said that Bitcoin's topping out. I mean, we did get a bit of a drop, but we got the pump before, right? So he said Bitcoin's topping out. We did actually get the pump. Obviously, this was the news related, fake news. But if he thinks the market has topped out, then possibly we are going to get a leg up in the next coming days, especially if the ETF is approved. I would be expecting like the God candle pump. And then, wow, this is the moment that I want to sell some Bitcoin, guys. I will sell 1 Bitcoin. If the market breaks through here, this high, no matter how explosive it is, and it goes to 54, the moment we start breaking above $48,000, I will sell 1 Bitcoin. And this Bitcoin is basically going to be flipped into Ethereum. So that's my idea. It's time for flipping as well. You don't need to actually, you know, have dollars or something. You can actually flip. And the main reason about flipping some Bitcoin into Ethereum is because of the Ethereum BTC chart, guys. I think Ethereum, like I said, will be a better investment, okay, for higher returns in between 24 and 25 after the possible corrective moves. So time to buy the dip incoming, and I can't wait. Right, time to buy the dip. Time to buy the dip. Too much money in the game to reject or delay. Yes, very true. That is also very true. Let's take a look at HBAR here for Abdullah right away. Let's take a look at HBAR. Cramer came out. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Nick. Let's go right away here through HBAR. HBAR, very solid project. I really was tempted in buying some HBAR. Oh my goodness. We did get here a big rejection, unfortunately, from this neckline. Look at this. You know, we got tested here, the highs from February of 2023, and we got a very, very nasty double top swing failure pattern right there, getting an ultimate big corrective move of over 20% on HBAR. It ain't looking extremely great, to be honest. If we do consolidate at this level here, we maintain above these highs, because there is a series of highs here that we should be maintaining in the coming days. If we were to hold this level on HBAR, you know, give or take a few days, let it dance around. Let's get this ETF stuff out of the way because, you know, imagine ETF is not approved and Bitcoin drops $5,000, right, in the next coming days, right? Maybe in the next 24 hours. You know what is going to happen to some altcoins? You know, they will follow, whether it gets a big bounce or not later, but they will follow for a much larger drop, okay? It's just going to happen. Altcoins don't follow very well Bitcoin to the upside, but they follow Bitcoin very well to the downside, okay? And this is something that we always need to take into consideration for our altcoin trading. So overall, what I do see here on HBAR, yeah, like I said, this is the major level that I would want HBAR to maintain above, okay? If we start going sideways and maintain this zone, I think it's going to be bullish. You know, I will say, look, it looks like that we are bottoming out here and we could get a rally. Still pretty soon. We got ETF around the corner. You know, depending on what ETF does, okay, we either consolidate, we either drop. So I would prefer to wait here for the next coming days for the possible direction after ETF, okay? Because if Bitcoin drops, you know, altcoins will follow. They will follow. So definitely a possibility. Something curious here is the pivot low from this consolidation. If we do take a look at this leg up in between October, November, and December, we just kind of hitting this 50% Fibonacci. 618 is at this consolidation high, so no doubt that this will be interesting. We've got a massive range of consolidation where we do have these highs, which is sitting at the 618. So 65 cents here, sorry, 6.5 cents on HBAR would be a very good, interesting level to reaccumulate if you spot buying some HBAR. So in the immediate short term, like I said, I want the, you know, HBAR price to maintain above these highs right there. Get a bit of volatility, that is fine, but a bit of sideways momentum, then obviously it will be looking pretty good for HBAR to create a higher low and get another rally to claim those highs. HBAR, very, very solid project for the next coming bull run, guys. Let's take a look at some more altcoins. Thoughts on Solana? I mean, Ethereum. I think it's Ethereum's time to shine. But anyway, let's take a look at some altcoins. Why not? Let's take a look at some altcoins, see what's going on. Yeah, taking a look here at Solana. I think we do need to maintain this $80 level. So far, so good. I would like a little bit more of a rangy scenario here on Solana that is holding the lows here from 2022. We had a solid base right there, and we did get a solid breakout. And this is telling me one thing here, that this is, you know, we got a high chance that this range is going to hold. However, with the movements happening during the last few days, basically the last couple of weeks, yeah, it does look like we could be forming a very, very kind of bullish descending channel, okay, bullish flag kind of scenario. However, I would like to see more. I would like to see more here. The moment we do kind of this double bottom, a bit lower, we did SFP from this low. That was actually a pretty good bouncing level. So you did create a double bottom right at this level, as you can see. So you claimed that low here on the 3rd of January. It could have given you, you know, a good buying moment here, at least for a scalp or basically a day trade. More of a day trade right there. This happened during Monday. Got a beautiful rise here on Solana from $90 all the way up to $100. So it was a pretty nice 10% pump right there based on the double bottom. But I would like to see more. I would like to see the price, the selling pressure getting exhausted. I think it's extremely important, guys, to see the outcome after today, because this is just, you know, it's a distraction for people that are doing technical analysis, especially for altcoins. I want the ETF to get out of the way so we can actually concentrate on, you know, different zones on some altcoins. So Ethereum to $3,000 this month. I actually do see a chance on Ethereum, you know, going all the way up here to around about $3,000 plus. And that is based on we got above from the value area low successfully here during the month of November, December. So the price action was not massive, but I think, Ethereum, could take off, when we less expect it. It's just, it has to have its own moment. It hasn't had its moment. Solana got its moment in between November and December, exploding, doing over a 5x in a matter of a few months. We haven't seen that massive explosion on Ethereum, and we are inside of the value area of 21 and 22, meaning that, yeah, we got a chance. We have a chance here to get that rally here to come to the 618 Fibonacci, to the value area high of this range, and then, yeah, we can top out. But it does look like that Ethereum does have that chance to get that major pumpy action. And that is also based on the Ethereum BTC chart, guys. This is the buying zone. We have entered the buying area to flip some Bitcoin into Ethereum. However, let's let the ETF, happen. Let's see what happened. ETF rejected, says @0. If it were to be rejected, we would have seen a bit more volatility, okay? So stop saying that. Come on. We would have seen a bit more volatility if the ETF was rejected. It's not the case. Not the case. What you think about ETF approval? Yes, very good question. Over 1,000 votes here on the poll. BTC approval today, yes or no, the ETF, and we got 68% of people saying yes, it is going to get approved. What do I think about the approval here? Question from Bado. I think that if it is approved, that this high of yesterday has to be taken. That high will likely be taken. Now, the overall question is, will we successfully maintain above this high to continue to the upside, or will we just get a big wick pump and then a big major drop? Something very similar to what happened yesterday, because we did claim these highs, we did reject from them, and we got a major drop. So will we see something similar if the ETF is approved? Because so far people did think that this, was a real approval. They did think, that, after seeing Gary Gensler, right, the Security Exchange Commission X account, the ETF is approved. They actually officially announced it. Apparently it was compromised. So, and after, when the tweet from Gary Gensler came out saying that they got compromised, right over here. So the drop already happened, which, like I explained at the beginning of the stream, makes me think that there was some kind of insider job here. Gary Gensler's friends probably made several $1 million shorting the market on that fake news pump. Okay, so anyway, think positive, guys, says Sandra. Yes, it's true. I mean, ETF are live on Fidelity platform. You can already see them. Yeah, I think you cannot purchase a spot Bitcoin ETF just yet. Okay, so they probably have their ticker symbol, right? All of them have their ticker symbols ready, okay, for the ETF to be purchased, but I don't think they're actually live, that you can actually buy the ETF. BTC went down even before they knew the approval is fake. Yes, very true. This is what we're talking about. So, this must have been, some insider, big whales selling here. This ain't guys like you and me. This is big whales selling billions of dollars. Not even millions anymore. To move the price of Bitcoin $3,000, almost $4,000 in a matter of minutes, you need a lot of money, hundreds of millions of dollars. So this is a whale, this was pure manipulation. This was not sold based on the Twitter account being compromised. So It's some insider, you know, insider job this is. So anyway, but the dump started before Gary's tweet. Yes, correct. This is what I'm talking about. The tweet was here when he said it was compromised. So, you know, this is whales selling on that event. Do you think Fidelity would activate the ticker without approval? Market manipulation, they would never. I think, you know, they all got a ticker symbol for the ETF. All of them have a ticker symbol for their spot ETF. Okay, but I'm sure you cannot purchase it just yet. You cannot get an ETF. Insider shorting and snorting with Gary. Okay, reality is so suitable. Yeah, possibly yes. Andy, Ethereum had been in a channel for some time now on the daily, if I'm correct, since 2022 and 2023. So you mean this kind of ascending channel, right? So you're probably looking at this, right? And we are at resistance, right? You might be thinking something like this. You're talking about this ascending channel. I mean, you would have to take this high over here. It's, you know, if I want to buy some Ethereum with the Bitcoin that I want to sell, hopefully above $48,000, we would have to, you know, I would not buy on a breakout. You know, I would want to see Bitcoin correcting. And if Bitcoin does correct, we will likely see Ethereum correcting as well. And I would want to buy Ethereum on a correction, not on a pump, right? So Elon may be snorting with Gary. Come on, guys. Seems to be a trend lately. Okay. Take a look at Injective. Looks good. Let's take a look at Injective Protocol, ING. Why not? ING had a massive run during the last few months. Let's take a look at Injective right away. Very, very explosive move here during, I mean, this was absolutely insane, breaking the all-time highs of 2021. Injective looks interesting. It basically entered into price discovery, and let's just zoom in here on Injective Protocol right away. It did create a beautiful, oh my goodness, swing failure pattern. Just, oh my goodness, this was basically yesterday. Oh my goodness, this happened yesterday. Beautiful double top swing failure pattern right there from the highs to get into an epic short. My goodness, guys, why didn't anybody tell me about this? We could not check all of the altcoins. Looks pretty good. I mean, still overall, you could arguably discuss, you know, you got the highs. Very interesting round formation. You are creating higher lows right there. So are we going to manage to maintain higher low structure here on Injective? We got a big major consolidation here over the last few weeks. So let's just check volume profile right there. Oof, it's kind of below the volume profile. Let's take a look at the fixed volume range here to take a look at the entire range here from basically mid-December till today and analyze this situation. Yeah, I mean, so far we are inside of the range. Value area low. It's still well above that level. We are creating higher lows right there. As long as Injective does maintain above higher low support structure and the value area low, you know, I do see the possibility of attempting to hit value area high and possibly even higher. So we could not deny that. Yes, it created a terrible double top yesterday. Overall, more locally, we are in this uptrend. So yeah, we do have some support here for Injective to get a relatively nice bounce. So far Injective, yeah, it's in an uptrend here locally, despite this double top right there created yesterday, which would have been an epic short position, guys. This would have been a great short with great risk, and you're in a great position at the moment if you did get into that short. So anyway, so far so good. Value area low holding, higher lows created. I like this round formation. You know, could we form a kind of a cup and handle here and get a significant pump? There is a possibility. Right, let's take a look here at some more altcoins. What do you think about 𝗖? 𝗖, is that the Japanese blockchain project? Let's take a look at 𝗖. 𝗖, I think, is the Japanese ultimate blockchain project that, you know, is going to be much better than Ethereum. I haven't done my research, to be honest, on this project, but we've had already a big major rally during the last few months. You know, it's just the chart is no doubt looking quite corrective. We've got a nasty volatile wick right there on Binance. Let's take a look at a possible trading setup here for 𝗖, because yeah, this would be actually a relatively good trade scenario. I mean, no doubt you're creating lower highs right there, right? And you got a pretty solid base exactly at the 58-cent level, right? Where you did get that wick. Could you be forming a descending triangle and it's going to break down? I don't know if it will break down. What I do know that if these lows are tested, you're likely going to create a swing failure pattern, right, from the lows. So you're looking for another bounce to possibly create a lower high right there. I mean, this is a pretty obvious trading setup. If you test these lows here from the 8th of January and the price recovers above it, you're likely going to get a pretty nice bounce days after that swing failure pattern, at least to retest that lower high structure here after the drop. So it's something to take into consideration, no doubt, for a nice day trade setup here. Getting that bounce from 58 cents possibly to around about 67, 68 cents. So you got a really nice bounce here of over 10%, and that is definitely a very much an acceptable trading setup. I am curious to see if you can trade. I haven't even checked 𝗖 on Bybit. Yeah, you can trade 𝗖 on Bybit, even spot buy here. Bybit has hundreds of altcoins, guys. Remember that you do have 20% fee discount only with the link in the description. You will not find this anywhere else, and a lot of people are moaning because of fees. Fees are very high. There is a lot of demand. Fees are high. Well, you get 20% fee discount if you sign up with Bybit, only with my link. Of course, you got the general bonus here of $30,000, which is absolutely huge. Of course, it is a deposit bonus. And if you cannot trade on Bybit, we got some other exchanges as well with no KYC. If you do have restrictions here by using Bybit, you can use BingX, BITFLEX, 𝗕𝗫𝗄. They also have great bonuses. All right, take advantage of that bonus only for those experienced traders. Let's go with Bitcoin here because we're getting a bit of pumpy action, guys. And my overall target here, at least in the short term, is hitting $46,200. Now, I do have a take profit at that level that I would like to take, you know, from this day trade. Just a nice day trade to make a few $100s on that move. Would be nice to hit that $46,200, which is my take profit zone. Take those highs. Come on, Bitcoin, we can do it. For that nice little day trade from today to pack in a few $100s. Let's see if we do manage to get that rally. We could be going to much higher levels. I'm only getting part of profits here at that level. If we were to actually, you know, SFP from that level, it's possible. It's possible that the dead cat bounce highs could just create a swing failure pattern. This is why I'm going to take profit at that level. But I know that the price could continue pumping. So, you know what? I think the smartest thing here right now, I mean, I'm not sure if I'm going to be in front of the charts here in the next coming hours, but it would be sensible to actually, you know, what if the price does explode and go to $48,000, right? You'll be like, hey, you took profit a little bit too early and the price is already here. Why not maintain that, you know, long position? Because what happens if we do not swing failure pattern from this level and the price just rockets? it would make sense. Only if we reject from that level would be the moment that I would be locking those profits. So anyway, let's move that. I will be here on the live stream anyway, so we can put that limit take profit a little bit higher, just in case the price just rockets to the upside, right? If it were to rocket to the upside, we would want to take more profits, right? If we do reject, then that is the plan, right? This is how I basically take profits, and I explain to the community when we're looking at the trading setups. If you do break above that level and you maintain it as support, you don't get a rejection, then you want to keep some of the long position. Only if you reject from that zone would be the moment to pack up that, long position and take some profits, because you could fail miserably here at the yearly level, right? So only if you SFP, you take profit. If you break and flip as support, you still continue in that long position. Happy days. You're looking for higher till you actually get a level rejected. So ETF approved, says 𝗖𝗵𝗵𝗃. Are you serious? Is that is that okay? I think you're gonna get my moderators a bit fed up with the ETF nonsense. Okay, some people saying it's approved. It's not approved. My moderators are gonna be unhappy with that. Is it possible? Is this it? Is this the ETF approved pump? I'm not too sure. We got the official announcement in about 3 to 5 hours from now. That is what looks like is going to be, basically, where is it? Supposedly, ETF approval is likely in between 4 and 6 p.m. today. This is Eastern time in the US. And as it is 6:30 here, Central European time, well, that should be round about in between 3 and 5 hours from now. Yeah, and in between 3 and 5 hours from now, unless they want to come out earlier and give the official announcement. Dun, dun. Hang on, Andy. 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗃𝗧, how are you doing? It's not approved, says Basketballs. Oh my goodness. We all this ETF thing is just, I think, driving people a little bit crazy. People are losing their head right now with this all ETF thing. I really want it to get it over with. Approved or not, let's just get over it, and move forward with our technical analysis and our cycle and what's coming next, for different altcoins, projects, roadmaps. Let's get this ETF out of the way already, guys. ETF postponed till March. Let's go short. I would probably expect a short squeeze as well, guys. Just imagine ETF is not approved. Boom. And we get this. Well, then that is the moment you want to think about shorting, especially if you take this high and reject from it, because there could be a massive short squeeze. There could be a short squeeze. Just imagine ETF not approved and you get the price pumping, because it's just going to be a short squeeze basically, and then possibly you're going to get the massive drop. Stay very cautious, guys, if you are trying to short the news, okay? Stay cautious and defensive if you want to trade the approval or the denial of the ETF, right? Denied. You want to be very, very cautious with the situation here, because how many hundreds of millions of liquidations there were yesterday? There were a lot of liquidations yesterday. A lot of people lost a lot of money. And you don't want to be that guy. You want to be the guy that's in the right side of the market, making good technical decisions. I longed here based on a swing failure pattern from the highs, and I actually longed here, not at the exact lows, of course, but overall recognizing that we are recovering from this low. So technical moves, you short, you long once you see the sign of strength. Get stopped out. Yeah, I got stopped out in a small trade here. It is what it is. We do get stopped out as well, but we do not get liquidated. We do not get burnt. There we go, guys. Heading to that $46,200 range. Will we smash out through this level, or is it time to get rejected? That is the yearly level. We have the yearly level right there getting tapped right now as we speak, as we did get the rejection here yesterday. Is it possible that we're getting the ETF approval? I would expect a little bit more punchy volatility. What do you guys think? There we go. We're getting the move. We're getting the move to those highs. Those highs are claimed. Yes. I knew those highs were going to be claimed at some point. Damn you, Bitcoin. I knew they were going to be claimed. The dead cat bounce highs. Been waiting all day for this level to be hit. Been waiting all day for this level to be hit with the Legends community. Damn you, Bitcoin. And yes, we are hitting that level right now. Will we smash through? If we reject from this point, I will be happy to take some profits on that long position. I'm going to give it a few minutes to see if we are going to manage to break through the dead cat bounce high. Going to give it a few minutes now, because if we do start getting some choppy and pretty decent pullback, I will be happy to close part of the profits from the long position. So far so good. We could be getting that rally here to much higher levels. The next level of resistance is the point of control from this range. So far so good. We should be breaking through here nicely. Fibonacci 618 from this pivot high to the pivot low. Next level of resistance is that $46,600 range. We just tapped it right now as we speak. We just tapped here. And getting the rejection. We're creating a small little swing failure pattern from that dead cat bounce high from yesterday's drop. Right now, just for a quick little tiny little scalp. Let's go here, zoom in on the chart, and just take a look at this right over here. Just created that swing failure pattern here from this level. It's a good time to take profit. I've just taken a bit of profit here, just in case we do get that rejection. I knew the price was going to come up and hit that level. It had to happen. Yeah, that was actually a pretty good shorting decision trade at that zone, at least for the short term. Look at this, dead cat bounce high. Been waiting for that level to be claimed all day today, guys. Been trying, to long the level here at this right there, swing failure pattern, got stopped out, then got into the long here, and then finally hitting the level. This was actually not bad for a quick short scalp. Look at this. The dead cat bounce high from yesterday's drop. Dead cat bounce high from yesterday's drop at $46,300. Finally being hit and creating that local. This is beautiful for a scalp. I mean, it's only a $200 move, but come on, you can scalp with high leverage for a quick little rejection. Those dead cat bounce highs, they are absolutely golden for a target zone or for a quick little scalp if you do SFP from them. The reason why I thought that level was going to be hit, because yesterday we did not manage to hit that level either here. And that made me extremely bullish at this range. Well, not extremely bullish, but I was thinking, that high needs to be taken. We need to take that high. So far, so good. We hit 46,300, getting over $1,500 pump during, during the last few hours. $1,500 pump. Very, very nice. Anyway. Are we going to $16,000 Bitcoin? Maybe in the next months. Not anytime soon. Profit has to be taken here, guys. If anybody got into any long positions, profits need to be taken, as we are hitting again the yearly level, the dead cat bounce highs, creating a bit of a swing failure pattern. I mean, this was actually a pretty good short position if you did manage to get in just at the rejection from that dead cat bounce high. Quick, nice for a scalp, quick to take some profits, protect position. Is a beautiful technical trade right there. Right, what's the name of the exact song? Well, I don't know. You're gonna have to get Shazam on your phone. If you get Shazam on your phone, and then haven't you got Shazam? Download Shazam. This is what I use here to get into to know which song is playing, right? So download Shazam and you'll get the name of the song, because this is a session with no copyright that I got. I don't know what the song's name is. Let's go right away. Bitcoin transaction have just increased. Bitcoin transactions have just increased. Right. Can Bitcoin go down to 43,500 and pump to $48,000? Let's do a little bit of an overview right over there, with the possibility of Bitcoin going down to 43,500 first and then going to $48,000. Well, let's analyze the levels of resistance here that we do have at that 43,500. We do have the point of control of the range from the range here created in December. That point of control is sitting at 43,600. So no doubt that we have a daily, we have the point of control of this range. We are well above that range, or well above, of course, this area. Could the price dip down to this level and then get a major rally in the next coming days to $48,000? It is possible. Let's leave it that way. It is possible. It is a lot of support. I would love to see the reaction here at this range. What would be ideal, I can already tell you, is to actually go all the way down to 43,100 to claim that low right there, and then finally get the wick to hit those lows and then get the recovery, an automatic recovery based on a swing failure pattern liquidity grab, to then get that bounce above the point of control. 43,100 I prefer more than the point of control exactly, especially if you're forming a falling knife. You know, that would be a quick level to mark on the chart, set some alerts just in case you wick down that level and you're looking for an instant bounce. At least the value area high of this trading range, which is at 44,200. So there is $1,000 move here to the upside. A very, very technical move, no doubt. So you could take it as a possible setup right there. Just higher time frame levels to take into consideration. Let's take a look at the pivot low from this drop to the high. I mean, look at this. You got the 618 Fibonacci exactly at that low, right? That would be kind of trying to break through point of control and just making that automatic, liquidation event, and then get the swing failure pattern from that low with the 618, getting above point of control and probably getting resistance at value area high here again with the lows created, today. It's a very, very technical move that could happen, no doubt. Very, very interesting level, 43,100 to take as a long position if you SFP from this low. It will be a quick decision. You're hitting 618 from this low of the drop to the highs created. It's a possible trading setup. If ETF is approved, it will go to $50,000. Very much possible, yes. I would personally think that the highs are going to be taken. These highs right over here will likely be taken if we get the approval. Bang. Will it successfully break or not? Well, it's just a matter of time to see. But the thing is that we explained yesterday, okay, and I was shitting my pants with this movement down. You know, I was saying to the community, let's fill this low and just be patient to see if we recover from it to take a long decision, because I got stopped out once already and I want to be patient for the next trade because it's rolling. You would expect a major wick down here. So we finally recovered after filling this wick and then got into the long trade. But we mentioned yesterday, if the ETF launch was fake and we got a major drop like this, do you know what should happen? We should be buying the rumor till the news today, because people have in the back of their mind, if it is approved, we should be getting a major pump to $48,000-$50,000. And you could miss out on a $5,000 move on Bitcoin. So if you have the fake news and we buy the rumor and sell the news, well, the news is today. So you get the deal. The automatic sentiment should be bullish. And I was very cautious a few hours ago with this move down. I was saying, let's fill the low and just analyze the situation here if we do get that bounce and the consolidation. So far, so good. Playing out very nicely. Some news says ARK ETF. ETF listed on Swissquote. 43K is too high. 43K is too high. What, for the bounce? I'm just talking about an instant bounce, okay? This is definitely a level for a swing failure pattern. It's definitely a level for a swing failure pattern with the point of control of the entire range of December and the 618 from the pivot low of the drop to the pivot high. I mean, that is, I can already tell you guys, this level has a high probability in getting an instant bounce. Whether the price does go down after that, who cares? This is a nice trade setup. I'll be in and I'll be out, and I'll be taking profits and I'll be defensive. Who cares if we go lower? I'm just saying that it's a level that we could bounce, okay? It's very highly likely. There's extremely high percentage here that the price will bounce from this 43,100. Watching from Brazil, absolutely insane. Thank you very much. Smash up the like button and subscribe to the channel, guys, if you do want to see more technical analysis, price predictions, altcoin technical analysis, altcoin, view, different news events that are happening, okay, different posts that are happening, interesting posts that are happening on Twitter. Subscribe to the channel because we are talking every single day about the latest stuff going on in the markets, in crypto in general. Okay, so subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy. More votes than viewers. Yes, this is because we have a lot of viewers coming in, going out. Okay, so BTC ETF approval today, out of 2,000 votes, over 2,000 votes, we have 69% of people, my favorite number, 69% of people saying that yes, the approval is going to happen. So a lot of people are quite confident that the ETF will be approved. Let's just wait and see. So far, Bitcoin is pumping. It's making the pumpy action. We are going to face the next level of resistance here. Next level of resistance that we could explode, no doubt. We could explode out of that level. Very, very possible. So far, we maintained above that level very, very nicely. Let's put this all the way up here. So far, the short position here is going to get stopped out. Short position is going to get stopped out, but taking most of the profits here. So, I mean, we could be hyping up here. Let's analyze the situation to our next level of resistance for the price of Bitcoin. Will we manage to break through the point of control from the last few days? Okay, will we manage to break through the point of control of the last few days and managed to go to higher levels, $48,000 just before the news event, or are we going to top out here? It is definitely a topping level, eh? No doubt, well, not a topping level, it's definitely a resistance level where the price could definitely react here for the next coming hours, okay? That next level here is that 46,600 to 700 range, where we do have the point of control from this area in between Monday and Tuesday. All right, it's the previous day point of control, to be more specific. And we do have the 618 Fibonacci from the highs of yesterday to the lows of today, exactly at that level. So we're likely going to get that push right now in the next coming minutes, few more $100 to the upside till we face the next level of resistance. Then let's analyze that situation at that level to see how the market is going to perform here at 46,600, 700. Will we manage to blast through the next big major level of resistance, or will we reject very badly from it? As we do have the ETF news coming out in the coming hours, I would just stay on the sidelines, chill guys, because if it is approved, right, it will be something like that, especially with that background music. But if it's not approved, it's maybe gonna get a bit of choppy and then bang bang bang. So be prepared. ETF approved. We got somebody here saying that ETF is approved. What time is the ETF approval? Supposedly it is in between 4 and 6 p.m. today. This is Eastern time in the US, which is round about 3 to 5 hours from now. It's in between 3 and 5 hours from now. Ethereum is pumping hard. No! Ethereum is pumping hard. I wanted to buy some more Ethereum. Well, it's pumping hard. It's still hitting the highs, but it does look like it wants to break out from here. Let's get this channel out of the way. Yeah, it looks like it wants to break out from these highs. It is building up to those highs, no doubt. No doubt it looks very juicy for an explosive breakout. I should have bought more Ethereum during the bear market. I did buy some, but I should have bought more. I am thinking of flipping one Bitcoin to Ethereum, and that is if Bitcoin breaks out from $48,000. I got one Bitcoin here ready to sell on Bybit if we were to pump above $48,000. Would be happy to basically sell one Bitcoin and very likely flip it to Ethereum so I can get some more Ethereum in my portfolio. And the reason being of that is the Ethereum BTC chart. Ethereum BTC chart looks very good. It's been in a massive downtrend for over a year. You know, this downtrend, for me, it's coming to its end. It's coming to its end, and we will see Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin in the next coming months. So, you know what that means? It means that Ethereum will make better gains than Bitcoin. So, I want to sell that Bitcoin, but I'm very aware of Bitcoin ETF being approved. So selling right now would be not the best option, I think. I think the best option should be selling it above $48,000 if I want to maximize the profit and flip it into Ethereum possibly. I would remain patient though. I don't think Ethereum is going to blast off to 3,500. I mean, the projection is very much real. I think, you know, it's about a 40% pump, you know, and if you are putting tens of thousands of dollars now into Ethereum for the next coming weeks, you know, hey, a 40% pump, you know, can make you some pretty nice gains. It does look like that we could get that projection in the coming weeks. However, I'm waiting for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is king. Bitcoin is the leader. We need to get all this ETF thing out of the way for the moment. We're still in buy the rumor phase, guys. We're still in buy the rumor phase. It was the probabilities after this drop was we should be holding the range, probably fill the wick. This is the thing about dead cat bouncers. Sometimes you do this. Sometimes you do this as an ABC. Sometimes you fill the wick. Sometimes you don't. So I had an attempt here. I thought the wick was not going to get filled. It did. So then we re-entered the other long position. So far, doing pretty good. Let's see how this 46,600 to 700 range is going to perform, guys, because this is a strong resistance. If we do break it on the first attempt, we will be happy to maintain our Bitcoin. Longs, our spot Bitcoin, would be happy to maintain them. All right, to just possibly to go to above $48,000. We got some people. ETF approved, Andy. ETF has been approved right away. Do we have the official news out? 𝗲𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕, I trust you. I trust you. ETF has been approved, legends. We got from 𝗲𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕. I trust you, Mark. Mark is the moderator that's been here for a few years, and if he says that the ETF has been approved, it has been approved. Do we have the official announcement? Is it? Should we go on Twitter? X. The ARK 21 shares BTC ETF has been approved. We got it, guys. It seems like it. Oh my goodness. Come on. Can we trust this? This is extremely blurry. Breaking Bitcoin ETFs from ARK and Van Eck are listed on Fidelity trading platform. It seems like it has. It has been approved, guys. Is it legit? If we do not pump very hard now in the next coming minutes, legends, I would consider that we are going to top out. I would expect a bit more volatility. There we go. Breaking. SEC official website. Looks like BTC ETF has been approved. There we have it. It seems like we have some official, hopefully it is official. Or is it a scam, guys? Is it fake news? Because I could do this myself. Yeah, we would personally think that it is real, right? We just had so many fake news, so many, hackers, manipulation. Is this the real one? Is it the real deal? It seems like it, okay? We got different posts here from the ETF, from the Securities Exchange Commission that, yeah, we have an ETF. We have a spot Bitcoin ETF from ARK 21 shares. Okay. Why isn't Bitcoin exploding? We just hit that level, legends. We just hit that level of resistance. And, I don't know, huh? I don't know if it is an acceptable short position. We just tapped that previous day point of control and the 618 Fibonacci. I would have expected a little bit of more hype, right? I think people are still in doubt. People are still in doubt. We're hitting that 618 right now, getting the reaction. Let's see if we get some more momentum. If we start creating that choppy action at this range, guys, it ain't going to be looking good. This is a massive resistance zone here. It's the point of control from the last few days. It's the 618 from the highs of yesterday to the lows of today. It is resistance. So I'm going to give a little bit of time here. I'm going to give Bitcoin a bit of time to break this level with the news coming out. Because if we start dancing around here at this zone, I ain't going to like it. It ain't going to be looking good. So let's give it a bit of time. Let's give this a bit of time here for Bitcoin. I mean, we are hitting a resistance zone. So it is... should be, this is resistance. We are getting a bit of reaction. I think it could be an easy take profit too. It could be a good take profit too here. for anybody that has been in some long positions during today on this fill of the wick from yesterday's drop. Don't know if we do consolidate at this range, guys, as we do have the approval. Yeah, this is basically it. That was it. That was it. That was the approval. And after an approval, if we start creating some choppy action here at the point of control and the 618 from this drop, I ain't gonna like it. We need a breakthrough here. We need a breakthrough. Get above that point of control from the last few days, and then I would say, okay, this does look pretty good to claim $48,000. What is going on? That image was posted on Reddit hours ago. Don't get excited. Is it official? It's not official. Oh my goodness, guys, come on. Mark Dutch, what are you talking about? It's not approved yet. Okay. Damn. I mean, Twitter has to be the... Come on, we hate it. We got some official places here. Bitcoin Archive. Okay, he's saying that the ETF from ARK, you know, it is listed. Breaking news, multiple Bitcoin ETF trackers have shown up on Fidelity's website. Yeah, okay. Official website. Looks like BTC ETF are approved. Come on, guys. You know, I just don't want to... I don't want to trust Twitter. X. Anyway, supposedly the official announcement, we're getting a bit of a droppy action here, guys, so we are getting that resistance from the point of control. Okay, we are... Wow, this got a major little bit of a crashy. Who shorted there? Would have been nice to see a little bit of a consolidation. I got a big major drop exactly at the 618 and the point of control. A little bit fast. You could have been a bit of a sniper right there. Could have got into a short position exactly at the 618 and that point of control of the last few days. It was resistance, and we did struggle quite a lot during the last few minutes. Wow, I did get a pullback of... That's a pullback of almost $1,000 during the last few minutes. Could have got into an epic quick short position right there. It was a level to actually short. Yeah, it is resistance, guys. So maybe just a quick little pullback. If we do come back up to that level now in the next coming minutes, and we fail to break above the high, I mean, that is a pretty nasty corrective move already. That is a pretty nasty corrective move from that 618 point of control level, guys. But if we were, just say the bullish case scenario, start getting a bit of a bounce here and claim the highs and reject again from them, it ain't going to be looking good at all. What a pretty nasty corrective move. I mean, if the price starts dropping very aggressively from this point, I would not be surprised based on the technicals. So we did struggle very much. We didn't get much of a consolidation on the lower time frames, right? We just kind of tapped exactly the previous day point of control and the 618 from the highs of yesterday to the lows of today. Extremely technical move, bringing a $1,000 drop here. It was actually pretty good for a short scalp. Did anybody short the $46,600? Let me know right away in the comment section. I mean, this is a range, no doubt, that could possibly get you a massive epic swing short position to eat up all of the lows of today and even come to the low $43,000. It is no doubt the zone to possibly get into an epic short. So yeah, guys, let's see. If we start consolidating at this zone, it ain't going to be looking good. If we consolidate at this range, let me know. We had low volume, Andy. Low volume on the move up or on the move down? Low volume on the move up or on the low move down? Because on the move down, we got a significant pressure, of course. But open interest going down as we do get the drop. So it's been a bit of a FOMO liquidation event. Let me go, guys, in the comment section. Any official statements? This would have been good for a scalp short, like we mentioned here during the last 10 to 15 minutes, saying to, let's see how we face that 46,600 to 700 range. As we do know, it is a very strong level of resistance. It would have been good for a quick speculative scalp short here, getting this beautiful drop of $1,000. Let me know if you did get into that short position. And if you didn't, maybe you haven't got an exchange, you don't know where to trade. Well, obviously, Bybit is definitely the place that you want to trade on, guys, because you have the best bonus available with 20% discount on your fees only if you sign up with the link in the description. It is the first link. And if you live somewhere where it is restricted, you do have BingX, BITFLEX, or 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗃. Okay, there are very good alternatives with no KYC. I trade on Bybit. It is the best. It is the number one for me. Of course, there are other great options here that you can use, but 20% fee discount, guys, you ain't going to find that anywhere else, only with my link. So take advantage of it, of course. And this was actually it was quite quick, guys. We've been talking about this level during the stream, this 46,600 to 700 range. It would have been nice to get a bit of a larger reaction, but the price sometimes, it's not going to give you that chance, and it's just going to hit the level and it's going to drop. Some volume here to the downside. So the best shorting level obviously was at that high, 46,600. Short the technical level, the 618 from the yesterday's highs to today's lows with the previous day point of control, and the point of control of this range. You short here, stop loss, don't give it too much, don't give too much to the market, don't add to your short position to $48,000. No, have a tight stop loss. Be happy with $1,000 move down. I would have taken some profits already if I would have got into this short scalp trade. Let me know, guys. Not yet. Who is on a short position? I mean, this is no doubt it is a shorting level. Huh? This was a shorting level. We did get that reaction from that level. Never trade news announcement. That is very true. That is very true. Mark Dutch here, also giving that education. We need to be careful, guys, when there's news coming out. It seems like it's not official, guys. Anybody that has any official news that the ETF has been approved by the Security Exchange Commission officially, let me know. Not because of some random tweet out there from some influencer. No. Any official statement, let me know in the comment section right away, guys, that you have seen and you can officially say that it has been approved. I am on a short with Ethereum. Be careful. No doubt it is testing the highs and it's struggling, okay? So once you test a high and you cannot break out, yeah, it ain't a bad short, okay? It ain't a bad short position. Okay, so it ain't looking too bad. Make sure to manage risk, okay? Because if you break out from these highs created during the last few weeks, you could expect a pretty explosive move, okay? So if you're shorting, please manage risk. You got into the highs, manage risk very well. Be defensive with your stop loss, because if you have a massive God candle here breakout. I don't want my community to get burnt. Andy, check Bloomberg News. Did you check? I will trust you, Mark. I will trust you. If you say it's approved, I trust you. Both Crypto and 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗃 saying it's official. Well, it was supposedly official as well yesterday, right? I think all of us, we fell for it. We all fell for, you know, the fake news, basically. That their X account was compromised. We all fell for it. I was like, oh my goodness, it's happening. But then it was fake, guys. So stay cautious. Stay cautious. We got a lot of hype. It's approved. Yes. We got, you know, some flashy, you know, flashy statements here. This looks pretty good. Yeah. Look at this. It's signed. This looks pretty good. Oh, look at this. This looks pretty good. This does look a bit scammy, to be honest. This does look like that, you know, it looks like someone wants to scam me with some official statements. It doesn't look too legit, to be honest. It looks like it's been completely modified. Anyway, stay cautious, guys. Andy is the only animal to trip twice over the same stone. Yes, it is. Yes, very correct. Right. Cool statements out there. I believe they made that hack to have an excuse not to approve it. Thanks for all what you do, Andy. Much love from Boston. Yes, very true, Maz. Thank you very much for joining. I know you're a very legit follower here. GBTC pumping. Aditya talking bad on my boss. Where is Aditya? Where is he? I can't find him. What's going on? Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. If we do get a massive volatile move here on Bitcoin in the next coming hours, I'm in a short. Is it too risky, says Delon. Well, if you're shorting from this 618 Fibonacci and you are defensive, you're pretty good. I'm going to say you're pretty good. Be defensive because, you know, this high could be taken. Be a little bit defensive. You're shorting at a resistance level. You know, it's big resistance, point of control, previous day point of control, 618. Could this be the top? And we're going to start breaking down from here. You know, no doubt this is a shorting level, but let me keep it simple here. Don't have a stop loss at $48,000. You know, get your stop loss above those highs. Be defensive if you're in a good entry, break even, right? Don't take the risk because if you move back up and break these highs, you know, we're probably going to 48K. So stay defensive on your short position. And we have a bit of a punchy day today with the ETF scenario, right? So stay chilled, guys. Stay protected. Well, Andy is our crypto angel, says Sandra. Hey. Thank you very much. Very nice words. Thank you. Why no big pop? Well, it's possibly because it's not official, right? Why not a big pop? The volatility seems too low for a Bitcoin approval, right? I don't trust any of you. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to go to sleep because I've had it. I rather wake up tomorrow morning and see if it is approved or not and let the volatility happen, do whatever it needs to do. And that is it. It's not popping because it's not officially announced. Yes, that is true. That is what I think. That is what I think. I cannot trust any of you guys here. You cannot trust X. We saw that yesterday. We can definitely not trust X. Look at all of this. I've had enough of all of you guys. Who are you? Damn you. What is this? What a bunch of rubbish. Get out of here. Look at the Fidelity site. Yeah, I've seen it. I didn't have sleep for 2 nights. Yes, very true. Me too. This is why we did an emergency live stream yesterday based on the fake news. It was very, very entertaining. Yeah, go to Fidelity and type HODL. Yeah, I know. Yeah. It is there. The ticker symbol is there. They have it ready. Great show. Thanks, Andy. Cryptic. Thank you very much, my man. Has anyone gone on to Edgar to verify? Hit the like for a midnight live stream from Andy. Yeah, very possible. Depending on what happens, guys, in the next coming hours. I've been in the live stream here for the last 2 hours, okay? So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm a bit tired. Long trade, played out very, very nice from today. Finally hitting this target zone. No doubt that we are at resistance, guys. You just need to take it into consideration. I mean, this is obviously a local top. It is a local top today here. Let's wait a few hours. Might be doing an emergency midnight live stream Central European time. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, because maybe we're going to do another live stream, guys. We love it. We love these times. We love crypto. We love X with all of this, you know, bunch of, you know, stuff that there's on. It is entertaining. We are trading. We talk about the technical levels that are respected, guys. The latest one here being this level right over here. I mean, there's no secret to it. It was just a technical level and we got rejected. We talk about education. We talk about all sorts on the channel. So if you enjoy, smash up the like button. We got almost 1,000 likes. No, I think not. What is it? 600. Let's see if we can get that 1,000 likes, guys. Come on. I can't believe we're over 2,000 people watching before, and we only have 650 likes. Smash up that like button, guys. You know, I spend a lot of time here educating, talking about different scenarios, talking about, you know, how the people can trade and manage risk, so you can make gains at the end of the day by yourself using the different exchanges. You guys are legends. If we do pump above $48,000, I am selling 1 Bitcoin. I have it ready here, and I will sell it if we do get above $48,000. If we don't and we get into a bear market, then I'll just have to hodl. But it's a Bitcoin that I want to flip into Ethereum. So how many Ethereum can you get with 1 Bitcoin? Is it about Bitcoin 2000? About 20? Not just about, almost 20 Ethereum. So would be willing to flip 1 Bitcoin for almost 20 Ethereum, and that is going to be the plan, guys. Thank you very much, and I will see you. Tino is too hyper. I like Tino. He's good. He's cool. I like him. Thank you very much, legends. Thank you, 𝗕𝗫. We'll probably do an emergency live stream afterwards, okay? Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for smashing the like button. We did go through Bitcoin. We did go through Ethereum, explaining how Ethereum is likely to outperform Bitcoin in the coming months based on the Ethereum BTC chart. We went through, you know, some pretty cool things on Twitter. Thank you, legends. Stay safe. I'll probably see you in the next few hours. Moderators, thank you very much for joining. I always appreciate it. See you later.